नमस्कार दोस्तों, आप देखना शुरू कर चुके हैं विकी क्रिकी।
Yeah, it's always going to be the position that's debated, isn't it? That clearly, there was a decision for the captain to make there to hold him back, and one more wicket would have been nice, but also they may have just defended that over and taken one over out of Jofra, which we could have used through the middle and the back end. So unfortunately, we probably didn't have enough contributors with the ball to maintain the pressure throughout the sort of back end of the power play, and then they batted extremely well through the middle overs as well. Manesh and Vijay batted extremely well. So that partnership, anytime there's a partnership of two significant scores, you're less likely to lose the game. So I thought they played outstandingly well and absorbed that pressure from that early onslaught of Jofra.
And the next one is having Sunrisers in trouble early on with 2 big wickets. Did you think something else could have been done to break the partnership, and where did things go wrong here?
Well, I think firstly you've got to give credit to the two batters at the crease. I mean, they played extremely well. We rely heavily on our spin through the middle. Could we have used an over a spin in the power play, which we've done throughout the season as well? I mean, these are all things in hindsight, but I felt like we had enough pressure on the power play with those 2 early wickets. The two batters at the time played extremely well. We were looking to squeeze through the middle with our spinners. I think we did that well at times as well. We just couldn't get that breakthrough. And as I said, that partnership, they didn't really give us a chance, I don't think, looking back on it. So it was an extremely good partnership, and full credit to the two at the crease.
And at the halfway mark, did you feel the team was 15-20 runs short?
Yeah, no doubt. There's always that sort of element of you want more. 10 to 15 runs, I think, is probably about right. Where we could have, if we had got that finishing punch to our innings, that could have definitely been the case of a 170 score. If you look at the comparisons between the two teams, they had 2 guys make 50. We didn't have anyone get past 50. So I think that really, if you narrowed it down to what went wrong potentially in that batting innings, is we just didn't have that solid contributor that got that 50+ score for us to really put some pressure onto the opposition bowlers, and they bowled extremely well. Every time it seemed as though we wanted to go, we lost that wicket. So you never want to lose wickets, and there's no ideal time to lose wickets, but it just seemed that way tonight, that every time our batters took a risk when they were just about to get going, that we lost a wicket. So we still want to encourage those guys to take those risks and play brave, and that's the art of T20. So can't really take anything away from their bowling as well.
And your lastly, this defeat puts the team in a tough spot. In 2018 also, the team had managed to bounce back from a difficult situation. How does the challenge look like this time?
Well, the challenge is pretty clear. It's win 3 in a row, and then see where our net run rate's at. I'm still thinking that the potential of 7 wins will get you through. Generally speaking, most years that happens. 8 obviously secures you that qualification. We have no option for 8. We've only got an option for 7. So it's about us continuing to prepare, continuing to believe that we are good enough, and we've shown throughout this tournament that we've played the cricket that can compete with the best, and not only compete with the best but win games. And I'll be encouraging the guys to really let the shackles off and forge ahead for these last 3 games. And you never know, and that's the attitude. And I think teams that have nothing to lose can be quite dangerous at the back end of the tournament. So we'll be looking to be one of those teams, and I'm sure there's a few logging up for that sort of 4th spot as well. I think everyone potentially is still alive. CSK, whilst they're on the bottom, are still a mathematical chance of making it. So it's going to be an intriguing back end of the IPL, and we want to be a part of that finals business. So we'll be doing our damnedest to get there.
दोस्तों, अगर आपको ये मेरा वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो मुझे सपोर्ट करने के लिए मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए, वीडियो को लाइक करिए और अपने क्रिकेट प्रेमी दोस्तों को इस वीडियो को शेयर कीजिए। धन्यवाद।